Oh, hi, I didn't see you come in. In case you've forgotten, it's Paul, Daniel's friend. So yeah, times have really changed since I last made videos. Daniel is out of the group and back to a normal life, I guess, and the rest of his friends are playing that catch and release game with the Order. So yeah, I guess they're having fun. I know it's been a year exactly now since I last posted any sort of video, and I've been getting messages from you guys telling me to do something. So I'm here to do just that, while exerting the least amount of effort humanly possible in the process. I'm sorry it's been a whole year. I really wanted to make a video for you guys, but I was on this cruise ship, and there were these cement pipes. Well, I fell behind them and couldn't get up for 8 months. So I was thinking, what's the best way possible to actually put together a video that's entertaining and worth uploading without all that hassle of, actually thinking of things to do and putting. So the way this is going to work is, I'm going to be your host for a great episode full of other people talking to you, so I don't have to. And it's all going to be tied together by one unifying theme. So what is that theme? Well, I've been thinking, we just had a pretty big election, historic time, proud to be an American, all that kind of stuff going on. As freedom-loving, King George ass-kicking, egalitarian Americans, there is nothing that I can think of that fits this topic more than London. London, you ask? Well, what's American about that? Admit it, 10 years ago, you were one of those millions of Americans who was standing in line to fork out $100 for that purple Princess Diana Beanie Baby. Don't tell me you weren't. Who doesn't love the British royal family more than Americans? They're up there with apple pie, hot dogs, and baseball. Come on. What kind of a true NASCAR watching, WWE loving American isn't going to get a kick out of Prime Minister's questions? Have you seen their Parliament sessions over there? It makes Black Friday at Walmart look tame. So first on our menu of London-themed delights, I bring you the story of my friend Dan and his girlfriend. She tells us how their first date went in London with Patrick Stewart.
This is how it went, right? We're in London, right? Alright. So we're there, Dan, me, we don't really know each other. We just both really love Patrick Stewart. That's how it goes, alright? We're closet Trekkies. That's what we do. Closet Trekkies, when they get together, even in London, they seek out Patrick Stewart. Now, once this had been established that we both really, really loved, unnaturally loved Patrick Stewart, what we did was, we went and saw him in Antony and Cleopatra, because he was Antony, which is like a role of a lifetime, and at heart he is a Shakespearean actor. An actor, as he would say. So we went and we saw him, and for being a 65-plus man, he looked incredibly buff with his shirt off. I mean, like, glistening in the sun, gorgeous, gorgeous man buff. So Dan and I were both like, oh my, and that's how it happened. And then after
Dan?
Alright, more me than Dan, but he was quiet during it. So he was there, he did the best death scene ever, and afterwards, we waited outside for about 30 minutes, I'd say, with a bunch of middle-aged men who I think were Trekkies parading as theater lovers. And what happened was we were waiting there, is he gonna come out, is he gonna come out? And then we see a shadow walking around the corner, and the man comes out. Hush falls over the crowd. It's him. And everyone whips out their cameras, and he goes, please, no pictures after the performance. So we respect this, right? Because it's Patrick Stewart, and you do what the man wants. You just do it, otherwise he'll snap your fingers and you'll be gone. So we wait there, everyone takes out their little plate tickets, and one by one we go up. He's my height, and I'm 5'4", so he's shorter than you would think. Yes, he's...
No, I don't believe it.
Yes, eye to eye.
You don't have proof.
Eye to eye, I do. I have a picture. I have a picture. Maybe an inch taller, but that's it. You refuse, but the man, his machismo bravado makes him seem taller. So we get there, and I really want him to look me in the eye, because he's just signing the tickets. So when he gets to mine, I say, thank you for your performance. You made me cry. Because he did. I cried at his death scene. And he looks up and he goes, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I kind of swooned, and he signed my ticket. And then Dan is trying to get in. He's trying to hand his ticket over me. But he's just doing it with one hand. So it's kind of flopping there. And Patrick Stewart tries to sign. And then he looks up at Dan, disgruntled, and goes, you've got to support it. And I go, Dan, God damn it, support the fucking ticket. No, I do it, support it. You've got to support it. So I kind of half support it, and he does it. And then Patrick Stewart signs, and he goes, okay, I'm done. He was done after that. Dan disappointed for life. us like with Patrick Stewart in the background. So he like asked this guy to take our picture, but the guy was clearly like a homeless guy. I was like, Dan, don't give your camera to the homeless guy. Like he's gonna like run off. But the homeless guy took the picture and then ran off. So that's how we met Patrick Stewart.
That's amazing. You got to support him.
That's how we met too. We didn't know each other, and we both realized we were in the same study abroad. And he was like, "Oh, does anyone know who Patrick Stewart is? I want to see him." And I was like, "Oh my!" So that's how we our first date.
Love forged in the aura of Patrick Stewart. Absolutely amazing. A dork's dream.
Ah yes, true love in the land of Gemma. And to be brought together by Patrick Stewart, it's a beautiful thing. So now we move on from Daniel and his girlfriend to my friend Rob. And yes, I just moved. I'm trying to keep things interesting. Mix it up, you know? Anyway, so like so many other American college students, Rob has taken to the old world to study in their fine institutions and explore the amazing culture that is that other place across the ocean where they talk funny. However, unlike just about all those before mentioned American college students, I'm pretty sure Rob has not spent 95% of his time there utterly obliterated. Instead, he's taken to making a web show just like this one, except he actually updates and makes videos. Isn't that amazing? It's called Yanking It in Europe and is a pretty interesting and rather funny exploration of an American abroad. He spends most of his time centered in London. Now you see why I picked this theme. Basically investigating all those weird and quirky things those Brits do. And I really want to encourage you all to watch it. You can find the link to his channel here, or over here, whichever side the video description is on. And we've also included a bonus infomercial just for you. So sit back and enjoy, and remember to check out Yanking It in Europe. You've got to support it.
Want to study abroad? We've got history. Don't forget about that awesome weather.
And it's definitely a stereotypical day in London.
It's also really great if you hate Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? What do we have to be thankful for?
We have fun all day.
Do you love Monopoly money? 'Cause they actually use that stuff here.
So, which one's the 20 again?
That one.
And you can always fulfill that long-held dream of wanting to drive on the left side of the road, even without getting killed. That is, unless you're a pedestrian.
You might be tempted to only look left and then cross. Oh god, a car!
And they even have football.
Oh, hello. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realise about football is that there are many different kinds. For example, you have your American football, you have rugby football, you have Aussie rules football, and of course you have association football, also known as soccer.
Do you have American football over here?
Well, we kind of do, but not really, because we have rugby, and rugby's better. Yeah.
Alright, well, if you can't make it out here to London and the rest of Europe, then I suggest you take a web series called Yanking It in Europe, an American Guide to Studying Abroad.